Ladies and gentlemen, hello. I'm your host, Jordan. President Xi Jinping once quoted a famous saying about anti-corruption. Anyone stretching out their hands for a bribe will be caught. It appeared in a poem from one of China's founding fathers and was quoted here with a special meaning. I've installed a Chinese app on my phone, similar to the WhatsApp we so often use. It now has a new function unheard of before, called Red Envelope Handout. By clicking it, I can send my friends a sum of money, usually to celebrate the red letter days, such as festivals, birthdays, marriages, and newborn babies. In the West, we are used to holding parties on such special occasions, to which we often bring practical gifts. However, the Chinese prefer meals and something a bit more versatile than a present. It's called the red envelope. Giving a red envelope is to give money. It's a way for the Chinese to maintain good relations and to express emotion. It's okay to give a red envelope to a friend or relative, but if the money is given to an official, then could there be ulterior motives? Some corrupt officials regard themselves as clever. Is he taking a bribe when accepting a red envelope? Of course not. He'll say it's for his birthday, or it's for the new year, or perhaps for his child's wedding. He accepts the red envelope as a relative or a friend. Herein lies the craftiest function of the red envelope. It blurs the intention of the giver and the identity of the receiver. Once, when the director of a state-owned steel mill in China married off his daughter, he received cash gifts totaling 1.2 million RMB. Through these same means, a Beijing official equal in rank to the mayor of a small American town once accumulated a wealth of more than 10 million RMB. If I were a corrupt official, only by amassing red envelopes would I easily become a millionaire. When the chance to give a bribe is not perfectly justifiable, these people will try other means to make it happen. Whoa. Every year, when the traditional Mid-Autumn Festival comes around, dessert mooncakes are a must-have for the occasion. They will be sumptuously packaged and sometimes stuffed with wads of cash and bars of gold for the officials. This might explain why the Chinese use a box big enough for 2 pairs of shoes to hold just 6 small mooncakes, the size of a teacup. Yuetan South Street in Beijing houses the most powerful and influential government departments. Whenever the new year comes around, this street will be jammed with cars delivering gifts. Officials of all departments will receive a multitude of gifts and red envelopes, including shopping cards, upon which are written their corresponding cash values. Such cards can be redeemed in stores and shopping malls. Many government officials accept these covert red envelopes as special bonuses apart from their normal salary. Besides the red envelope bribes, what enraged the Chinese government even more was the forming of an atmosphere of collective corruption. Let's say I and a partner accept red envelopes, but you don't. Then are you showing more self-control than we are? Okay, then we could just jointly force you out of our group. But if we accept red envelopes and you follow suit, then that shows we are like-minded partners. Indeed, it's hard to imagine what China would be like if everything must be done with the red envelope. Therefore, China's President Xi seriously warned, anyone stretching out their hands for a bribe will be caught. And so it is that the good old days of accepting red envelopes are over. With such a large-scale anti-corruption campaign underway in China, officials are now rigorously monitored while holding celebrations. Regardless of his ranking and the size of the celebration, an official may be investigated for suspected violations of the 8-point code by the Department of Discipline Inspection. This is the zero-tolerance policy of the Chinese government toward corruption and the firm desire of President Xi to eliminate corruption at its early stages. As a result, shopping carts have nearly disappeared. So has the huge traffic flow in Yuetan South Street during festivals. According to official government statistics, during the 2014 Chinese Spring Festival, at the time when corrupt officials would usually receive red envelopes as in the past, instead, more than 100,000 officials handed in a flood of red envelopes totaling 520 million RMB. What an astonishing figure! It shows the harsh realities China is facing when battling corruption. It can also be interpreted as the first major achievement of China's sincere anti-corruption campaign. But what I'm wondering is, while officials are strictly prohibited from taking red envelopes, will the same practice in medical and educational institutions likewise be curbed in the near future? Indeed, this is also the expectation of the Chinese people.